Let's see this example. Ratio of Srinus and Murli says an year ago was 6:7 respectively. It would be 7:5. It would become 7:8 4 years hence. 4 years hence means after 4 years. Then Murli's current age is. So they are saying that if you assume that this is the timeline and if this is the present, now 1 year ago, which means -1, 1 year ago, the ratio of Srinus is and Murli is, right? So are in the ratio of 6:7, which means here you can assume that 1 year back Srinus is 6x and Murli is 7x. Because they are in the ratio of 6:7, I assumed like that. Now 4 years hence, which means from here it is 4 years plus 4 years. Their ages are in the ratio of 7:8. Now here if their ages were 6 and 7, 6x and 7x, what would have happened to their ages by the time we reach here? So the total difference is 5 years. From here to here 1 year and from here to here 4 years. Therefore, by the time you reach here, their ages will become 6x plus 5 and 7x plus 5. Now they are saying that their age ratio is 7:8. This one is given as 7 and 8. Got it? Okay. Now if you try to solve for the value of x, you are going to get 48x plus 40 equal to 49x plus 35. There are various ways of solving it. This is one of the ways. Now what is that we get? X equal to 5. Right? Now since we got x, we can know what their ages were 1 year back. So 1 year back age of Srinu is 30 and age of Murli is 35. Then what is the Murli's present age? Murli's present age means at this point, right? His age will be 36 years. Okay. So this is one way of solving it. Other way of solving it would be, so let us say this is the present. At present you can assume that Srinu's age is S and Murli's age is M, right? And then they are talking about the age 1 year back. So 1 year back you can assume that his age with Srinu's age is S minus 1 and Murli's age is M minus 1. And then they are talking about 4 years later, 4 years hence. Now you can assume that Srinu's age here will be S plus 4 and Murli's age will be M plus 4, right? And here it is given that this ratio is 6/7, and then it is given that this ratio here is 7/8, right? Now if you solve, you are going to get two equations. You get one equation here and another equation here. Now from these two equations, if you try to solve it, you are going to get the age of Murli M equal to 36. Alright, this is one way of solving it. If you are going to use this method, just be careful. Here M is nothing but the age of Murli 1 year back, which means 7x is nothing but his age 1 year back. But what is asked is his current age, which means you have to come 1 year forward. That is why it is 36. Okay.